Hey guys, name's Finn, playing a game. It's called Better Off Dead. I am busting out of prison, bam! Smashing a door, bam! Smashing in a door. Smashing is another way to say opening, I guess. Also, up here, there are cannons, and also there's a ladder here, which I didn't see, even though I looked right at it for this one time. But, everything's all dark, and this ladder is dark, so I didn't see it. Yes. Now, I see to be the upstairs portion of probably a place that's locked, hopefully, because that would be nice. There's a rat eating cheese. You can barely see any of this. I know there's a note there, but apparently I'm going to look everywhere else before reading it, because water arrows and bread and stuff. Also, oh, yeah, and like a little window shutter, which doesn't really seem to actually do anything. So hey, in the shade of my open sheets, the dead are now walking. What is all this gothic poetry nonsense? You are not the successor to Dio or Ozzy or whatever. Oh, wait. There's these things. Aha! I thought that was just a secret where you get some pages, but I guess it is. What? Why would I want to be up here? Perhaps I'm supposed to traverse the rooftops? No, because the ceiling is like right there. The roof is right there. Well, why aren't I allowed to, you know, to be up in this grand old place when there's nowhere to go? That is the question. The answer is cannons, possibly. I don't know. I just figure... What? I just figure, you know, there's some cannons that might be aimed at other places that, maybe I could light up and attract the attention of all these dudes, because I have decided to be bi-curious and attract the attention of dudes. It's pretty great. I hope totally none of y'all are super not okay with that. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that joke. It was a joke. You know, whatever. Anyways, I first saw a cannon over yonder, or yinder, if you like. Yinder. What? Well, I'm going to knock everybody out now, because, I mean, I'm just going to have to do that later anyway, what with firing all the cannons in random directions and seeing what sticks, so to speak, such as giant balls of gum being fired towards walls and sticking, you know. I don't know, I mean, that one doesn't look like it would do much, and neither does that one, really, but, well, you never know, do you? I suppose not. Alright. This is amazing gameplay. Like, for the viewers, I mean. Oi, however, there's a ladder upwards here. However, I just want to see what happens. Nothing, it just hits the wall. Well, fine. I guess these things respawn or something. I don't know. Anyways, ladders are good and hard to see. They lead me up into the ceiling. Lots of roofitude over here. And hopefully this nets me something actually useful instead of just the end of a hammer, a big old potato sack that I can use to win a race, and a broken sword and another ladder. I'll be taking this ladder and stuffing it right into my pocket. I believe. Yes, always have the throat stuff when I'm able to. Anyways, what's the point of letting me sightsee all over the place up and down the town if nothing comes of it? I'm finding this to be sort of poor design. Would you put a ladder? So, I mean, it's fine to have areas that are there just to be there, like for realism, but when you have like a whole ladder that totally looks like it should be a secret or something, then I don't know. But according to the map, it looks like there might be another, like, you know, upward sort of directionary thing over this way. Perhaps there's a maybe this one will have something better for me and stuff. Unless, of course, this was modeled after an actual fortress, which maybe. But even so, concessions should be made, I figure. I don't have high hopes for this. There's your ceiling roof. There's your absolutely nothing. Oh, but there's a note, which is great, but I don't even know. In the land of the old ones, there is neither space nor time. there is eternity. But I can't read them again, so I'm assuming he wouldn't make me do any puzzles with them, because what with not being able to read them at all, it does seem a bit silly. I do, however, have a stone egg. I don't know what I would do with that, though. Well, you know, if that doorway was just ever so slightly more over this way, then this cannon, you know, might be able to actually hit this door, but I'm afraid as it stands, that's not the case. Right, so this is the courtyard. I can get out there. This is a room I can't get into, but there must be a reason for these shutters somehow. Perhaps I need to shoot a broadhead for no reason. Like, that makes no sense, but maybe there's a button I should hit or something. But no. Oh, well, there's some loot here. That's amazing. It's a secret. Not quite what I wanted, though. I wanted something a little less secret and a little more progressful. I don't see why a dining hall would be locked anyway. It isn't like it's a friggin' safe, but maybe they're using it as a safe. Perhaps they've converted it to safe usage, abiding by standards of safety 101, and that's why it's all locked and stuff. Well, there's a cannon here. I don't know as that will hit anything, but, well... No. Seems like only one cannon would... But then that one thing said not to aim cannons at doors, making it almost seem like you can aim them, but of course not. That doesn't make any sense. Well, it does, but not in this engine. Game thing. What was... It wasn't nothing. Aha! Aha! Yes, this. The graveyard. There is one ladder down here and maybe... No, none there, but there's one down here. Jeez. This better be something progress-like. God. It's a lamp. Why would I want to carry a lamp thing around? I don't know. There's bound to be undead down here. Well, maybe. I would expect undead in any crypt. No crypt can be officially sanctioned by the International Crypt Commission if it doesn't have a healthy amount of undead. You know, if you don't have at least 2 or 3 zombies, a haunt maybe, you know, I wouldn't even bother applying for that credit card. Oh, hey. Well. You've got a really weird wine glass stuck in your mouth that doesn't seem to be impeding your ability to talk in a normal voice. It's sort of comical. The word you might use for it. Well, looks like I'm taking everybody out so that they can be properly zombified, because as I said, it just ain't the same without a Hammerite tombs. Here lies Leon Crowley, son of oldest Orlest and Edna Crowley, Orlest, the last proprietor of the castle, commander of the Raven Knights, Hammerite sympathizer, buried by the order of the Hammer. Let the eternal light shine for him. Great. Well, this place isn't very eternally light, or even temporarily light. Gas! Exclamation mark. Wow. Okay then. Oi, that thing definitely seems to have some kind of gem in its beak, but I guess it's just me. Oh! So, well, was that just like, hey guy, you made a guy rest in peace, or, oh, I'm gonna pick that. I guess if that was it, then fine. That's pretty beautiful. Light in dark places is a beautiful thing indeed. And skulls are beautiful things indeed, because, you know, without them, how would we exist? We wouldn't in any state, not even as an amoeba. Humans, they need skulls pretty badly, and I think that place is a place I want to be in. Hope I didn't ruin my chances at some point. The temple. Oh, great. So it's gonna let me get into the temple somehow. Oh, I bet this gold is just for show or something. I don't know. What I'm hoping is that didn't close up when I shone that light, but then no, of course not. It's probably I just have to go around. Well, that's interesting. Gotta say. I wasn't expecting live people. Here lies Knight Brother-in-Arms Moban.
This looks interesting.
Honored by a green raven egg. Ah. Well, I've got a blue stone egg somewhere. But it's blue. and not green. Unfortunate as that may be, that's just the case, but it looks like there's multiple dudes. Here last night, brother-in-arms, Endunt, honored by a blue raven egg. Well, Endunt. I guess I'm going to go into your freaking tomb and loot it senseless. Oh man, it's a thing of holy water. Oh, I do have holy water. Well, that's amazing. Also, I have holy loot. Well, it may or may not be holy, but it is definitely something I can pawn off at the pawn shop! Or the fence. Totally the same thing. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that shadow. What shadow passed my
These
view?
guys trying to do here. Shadow is going to pass behind you and conk you on the head. Not obviously talking very many actual jokes today. It's a raven. But, okay. But, you know, I'm at least talking, so that's good. Shows I have my voice and I don't have lethargia or, you know, laryngitis. Not the same thing at all, and one of them is, in all likelihood, very made up. Don't know who or what that thief-looking guy is, though. He got buried in a nice Hammerite tomb, even though he was a thief in life. Oh, okay. Good. Just making sure there. Wow. Not much to be silly about in a cemetery. I don't know what that guy seems to be guarding that fence, or he's helping the fence guard the sarcophagus. Or sarcophagus. You know, good for him, but if I were him, I would possibly choose a more effective thing to guard, like maybe a more valuable thing to guard. Here lies brother-in-arms Lumori, who overcame evil at the cost of his life. Well, life is a big cost, I must say. It's a lot more than $1 million, because it's theoretically possible that you could get $1 million in your life, but you could never get your life in $1 million. You take it from me. That's definitely true. Well, how the hell do I get to all that treasure? It's just a tease, isn't it? Well, at least I'm getting somewhere, but wasn't there... Oh, hey, I can... Oh, I thought I could take it or something. But no. Nothing in this room aside from a couple of coffins and a really nice-looking spider web. And maybe something behind the door, but no. I guess maybe the way to get over here is to get the green egg. There's like a raven thing over there. I don't know if there's a raven thing over here or was. Well, anyway. Oi. That opens like a regular door. Blood on the walls. You got all the trimmings. Allah has rid the evil imprisoned here for eternity. Great. Let's point a cannon at this door and blow the shit open, yo. Man, why would all these places be here if 'twere nothing, 'twere. This is actually really dark. Oh, there's a raven symbol there. That means either there's a switch or there's like some kind of activation mechanism. You know, I just thought maybe I could clean up that blood as penance and then the raven would open the door for me. But that seems not to be the case. This room is really much too dark. I bet it's something up on one of these wooden crossbeams, like a tiny little switch or something. I mean, I wouldn't bet more than maybe 25 cents on it, but still, that's some kind of monetary gamble, right? Said in the cosmos is a single sonic sound. Whatever. God, come back to that later. If ever. Oh. It just doesn't seem to be worth spending an entire video's worth of time on. Bam, bitches. I'm in a new place. Allegedly a temple, but that guy who's supposed to be praying here all the time is not here. Hammerite compendium of precepts, regimens, and rules of conduct. A flaw in the gear will fate it to shatter. A flaw in the beam harbors the termite. A flaw in a man's righteousness encompasses his death. A flaw in thy thieving results in thee getting caught. That wasn't as funny as it maybe sounded. It didn't sound funny at all. confessions room. I confess that I'm a thief, and I also confess that I don't give a flying toss what any Hammerites think of my profession. Thank you. And also, before I leave, I'm going to chop your banners in graceful reverence. Not reverence, though, just reverence. Same old, same old. Doors don't open because those are the temple doors, and I'm inside now. Although it would be nice to be able to open them so as to travel quickly between areas and stuff. I don't know if I want to light these. It might be to my benefit not to light torches, you might say. But you might say also, who the hell cares? So, oh, hey, this is like a total edit of, you know, that one mech place in, you know, Thief 2. The eavesdropping. Yes. In fact, it's like an exact copy, because there's the crypts. Hang on. Alright. This isn't funny. Right? I'm here. I spent hella time and effort getting here. Where's my thieving key? Ah, well, there's stairs over there. Contemplation. What? To use thy chisel is to blunt its edge against the stone. To not use thy chisel is to waste its edge. A stroke of thy chisel once made canst not be undone, but a stroke thou dost not make from fear is a worse flaw. Be not cautious, be correct. I think that's putting a bit of stress on people and will result in more mistakes, but hey. Being a Hammerite is all about making mistakes, such as being a Hammerite. That's a pretty big one. Also, hammering rats until they splat blood all over the floor so that you have to get down on your unholy hands and knees and clean it up with a scrub cloth? That's a pretty big mistake. Yeah, this is a total copy-paste of that one cathedral, which is weird because the rest of the level's original, I'm pretty sure. La-di-da. I'm never going to remember where all these doors are. That's the problem, you know? Like, I'm going to have to go looking all around the level again for doors once I get any given key. And also, what the shit? Why can't I... Well, what was this room? Scribe. Ah, this is not a door, but in fact, a right side up red hammer. I'm literate today. With a curtain, so maybe I'm getting somewhere finally, but this mission seems to want to, take me around absolutely everywhere in the world before counting it as... Let me friggin' guess. Oh my god! Oh my god. I can pick a door! Yes! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Okay, calm down. Calm. It is no big deal. When I was cold, thou taught of hearth and roof beam. When I was hungry, thou taught of pot and cauldron. When I was beset by foes, thou taught of spear and shield. Thy hammer pounds the nail, holds the roof beam. Thy hammer strikes the iron, shapes the cauldron. Thy hammer in my hand unto my foes. These could be the last hours for our majestic temple and of our mortal lives, so I will faithfully chronicle them until we are no more. We face an insurmountable situation. Our own brothers have turned against us with a cold light flaming in their eyes. The builder's prayers are worth nothing now, and it seems as if the builder himself has abandoned us. We committed an outrage with the destruction of the Raven tombs, and we have to pay the price for that now, those who are alive and those revived from death. I don't know what we can do now, but I know what we should not have done. We should not have crept into the gated crypt. We should not have broken the walls around the unknown idol. We should not have used the compass on the idol. We should not have then entered the open portal. Curiosity is a sin, and now we have to suffer because of it. And after all, Brother Olas should not have brought that demonic book from the other side. Brother Alistair should not have read from the book. Wow, this is a long string of things that could have been prevented here. Allowing the madness to enter, so that when Brother Olaus returned from the other side with the book,
We all of us recognized the invading demon in his eyes. We should not have given in to the temptation, since this already happened once before, and our huge walls are worth nothing against an attack from within. Only 2 remain alive in the castle, Brother Simon, the treasurer's footman, and I, Howard the scribe. Helplessly we await our fate, which, like a storm, is coming. There is no way to tell when the end will come, but we will try to delay it in the hope that help will arrive. But who can stop the enraged dead? The sinners were the high priest Alistair, priestess Leath, who was just visiting, Brother Olus, Alhazred the alchemist, and the builder knows who else. The others were having supper in the dining hall when a huge light beamed out from the direction of the big clock, shining on the others in the square. This was caused by the incomprehensible incantations Brother Alistair was reading aloud from the book. I think they were arguing with Brother Olaus, who slowly progressed with deciphering the book. I heard Olaus saying that he already knew how the book could be destroyed. It only needed to be taken back through the portal and thrown into the fire of eternal decay. This was the only way to destroy it, for whatever it appears, there death and decay follow. It needed to be destroyed immediately, as it must be a new trickster trap, and would cause nothing but trouble. Alistair refused, and Brother Olaus threw his pages of notes away in disgust. They were caught by the wind and scattered everywhere. Everyone rushed outside at the sound of the commotion. The bodies of the dead littered the square, but when we approached them, they rose. They'd become the undead, and they massacred everyone in their path. We fled in here and have been waiting. Now there is silence, the silence of the roaming dead. At 5 bells, we are still alive. We have stayed very quiet, so they won't discover us. Simon started telling stories of all kinds. He spoke of a lock code which was installed in the treasury because some money was missing. The engineer charged an exorbitant fee for the work, 1,970 gold. At 6 bells, we do not know where the book is now. After the incident, High Priest Alistair apparently insisted on hiding it. He has good opportunities for hiding things, as he has the key to all the most important places, and that key is itself hidden somewhere in the library. But he keeps the library key with him, and what madman would approach him now to steal it? At 7 bells dawn, we started thinking about how to get out. Simon had seen some strange arrows hidden in one of the graves beside the idol in the Raven Crypt. The alchemist took them to his workshop in the tower to examine them. It turns out that they were a kind of magical arrow which someone had prepared against the undead. If we can reach the tower, we could use them. I have the keys, but the tower is far away, and the undead are everywhere. Then we started thinking about the phenomenon which had triggered the whole thing. The clock started it. How and why? What does the clock have to do with the dead ones? Then suddenly we realized the time. The time may be keeping the dead ones alive, and those incantations first bewitched the clock, then destroyed everybody before starting the demonic mechanism. Can it be that the clock actually controls time? Perhaps if we can find a way to stop the clock, it will end this madness. Maybe. At 8 bells, day broke, but the dead do not care. We must wait until evening to try our plan. We are hungry and tired, but we're still alive.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
Where's my sorting key? All I have is information. I don't have any way to progress. Also, I should listen to that Hammerite voice in the real game and get better at doing the accent. I'm not so hot at it that much. Arrows. Undead. Oi. A rope thing. That's fun, I guess. Put the rope up by the thing. Oh god. Whatever. I've got enough ropes to not have to care. Calm Fen is a good Fen. Maybe. You're such a good boy, there'll be no need for any of that nonsense. Well, oops. What? Well. What the hell is that? Holy cloak. Can I wear it?
Oops.
What do you mean, oops? What? I just used it up. Also, taking that book doesn't count as finding info. It's only part 1, so joke's on me. Also, there's a ladder up here to another similar looking place, which may be the same one? No, it's completely different, and since it's easily accessible, I guess it's totally pointless. I don't know if these count as... Sometimes they don't count as rope spots, but I guess this time the counting was good. Yeah. Well, I can get on the roof, and that is probably the way I'm supposed to get to this room for some reason. Well, finally, it's an assembly hall key. Great! Awesome. Oh.
After 12 bells, midnight, nothing happened during the day, and it was as if time had stopped. But it didn't really. The clock is the key to everything. We are sure of it, and now it is time to try to do something about it. Simon thinks that he should be the one to carry out our plan to stop the clock, because if he does not succeed, I will be here to record his heroic action. After some nervous laughter at this, Simon gathered his courage and sprang down into the office below. I waited anxiously, perhaps a bell or more, but my patience ran out and I set off. The temple was empty, and I took the holy cloak which makes the wearer invisible for a short time. The dead wandered around the yard. The effect of the cloak did not last long enough for me to get to the other side of the square, and near the access door to the clock, a shower of arrows crashed down upon me. More wounds were inflicted on me, but I managed to open the door. Simon plummeted from the ladder, lying in a pool of blood at my feet, holding the clock gear in his hand. "Run, brother," he groaned, and dragged himself into the hole behind the door, disappearing into the pit which leads to a night's grave below. I started rushing back, and it was only when I arrived back at the temple that I noticed that there was silence. There was nobody in the yard, no living, no dead. Possibly the plan succeeded, but maybe then perhaps it is just a new trap. I had lost a great deal of blood, and managed to pull the ladder up into the attic with my last strength. I'm not sure we were successful, and I doubt I will ever know for sure. The world darkens before me, although we brought back the light for others. Builder, save our soul!
Whoops, wow.
If I don't get this thing to work, I'm not going to get very far.
You wanna make the clock work again? So I guess this cloak kind of uses... Dang. That cloak texture looks a lot like wood texture. It's hilarious. I guess it just uses itself and then you get it back after a short time. I guess this is the ladder he dragged up. It's hilarious. You can't get on top of it. Well, I've got a key to what, the alchemist or something like that. It's an assembly hall key. Now I just got 2 of them. What a joke. Ah well, time to end it off for today. See you guys next time, and bye for now.